Welcome to Notre Dame Versus, where we explore the week-to-week happenings of those who dare to face Notre Dame in the past, present, and future weeks of the 2024 football season. I am your host, Kenneth Tim Sr., class of 1997, and a lifetime Notre Dame fan. Today, we start with Texas A&M Aggies. Number 20, Texas A&M played number 7, Notre Dame Fighting Irish, where the Fighting Irish won 23-13. Notre Dame was favored coming into the game. At a few points, it tipped into Texas A&M favor, but Notre Dame took over and finished the job. The defense held strong, and the offense found a way to win with 1 minute 54 seconds left, scoring a touchdown followed by a field goal to seal the victory. Texas A&M loses to Notre Dame 23-13. Next up, we have Northern Illinois Huskies, who played Western Illinois Leathernecks. Northern Illinois defeated Western Illinois 54-15. Northern Illinois was highly favored to win this game and did a great job holding on to the victory throughout. Northern Illinois quarterback Ethan Hampton throws for 5 touchdowns, fueling Northern Illinois to a 54-15 rout of Western Illinois. Northern Illinois defeats Western Illinois 54-15. Up next, Purdue Boilermakers. Purdue Boilermakers faced Indiana State Sycamore and defeated them with a 49-0 victory. Purdue was highly favored to win this game, and through their play, they never came into jeopardy of anything else. Purdue was hoping that this fast start against Indiana State would put it on the road to defy its last place projections, and it did just that. With this conference win, last place is history. Purdue 49, Indiana State 0. Up next, Miami of Ohio Redhawks faced Northwestern Wildcats. Miami of Ohio Redhawks fell to the Northwestern Wildcats 6-13. Northwestern was predicted to win this game, and while it got a little close in the beginning of the second quarter, it was all Northwestern after that. Northwestern opened in their temporary stadium with a 13-6 win over Miami of Ohio. Miami of Ohio fell to Northwestern Wildcats 6-13. And please remember to subscribe and hit that bell button for notifications. We'll be here every week. Next, we're going to Louisville. Louisville played Austin Peay Governors with a decisive victory, 62-0. Louisville was highly favored and almost guaranteed to win this game, according to the predictions, and they went on to do just that. Louisville quarterback throws for 4 TDs passes as they defeated Austin Peay 42-0. Louisville 62, Austin Peay 0. Next up is Stanford. Stanford Cardinals played the TCU Horned Frogs and went down in defeat 34-27. TCU was favored to win the game, but it went back and forth, and much through the second and the third quarter, Stanford looked like they were on their way to a victory. However, TCU came back strong, and with 3 minutes and 13 seconds left to play, scored their final touchdown, which put them up in the lead and kept that lead until the end of the game for a 34-27 victory. TCU defeats Stanford. Next up, Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets in its second game defeated Georgia State Panthers 35-12. This is their Georgia State was favored to win the game and held on to that throughout the game. This was the first time that Georgia State and Georgia Tech met up for a Georgia Tech victory. Georgia Tech over Georgia State, 35-12. Up next is the Navy Midshipmen. Navy versus Bucknell Bison. Navy defeated Bucknell Bison 49-21. Navy was favored to win the game and did not turn back from the beginning to the end. In a new twist, the Navy quarterback threw 2 touchdown passes. Navy, known for a strong running game, adds the passing touchdowns to their arsenal. Navy 49, Bucknell Bisons 21. Up next is Florida State. Florida State is off to an uncharacteristic start of 0-2. The number 10 Florida State Seminoles played Boston College Eagles, where they lost 28-13. Florida State was predicted to win this game and lost control in the second quarter. At some point in the second quarter, they went 14-6, and Boston College never looked back. Treshaun Ward leads Boston College in a 28-13 victory over number 10 Florida State. You've heard that Ward associated with Florida State. I don't know if he's any relation, but Notre Dame fans know about that Ward name. Boston College defeats number 10, 13, Florida State, 28-13. Up next, the Virginia Cavaliers. Virginia Cavaliers played the Richmond Spiders and defeated them 34-13. Virginia was predicted to win the game and went on to do just that. Virginia Spiders was never a threat to win. Virginia quarterback Anthony Calandria threw for 297 yards and 2 touchdowns. Virginia 34, Richmond 13. The Army Black Knights. The Army Black Knights faced the Lehigh Mountain Hawks, where they defeated them 42-7. Army was favored to win and went on to do just that. Bryson Daly and Kanye Udo both ran for 2 touchdowns to help seal that victory, 42-7. Next is USC Trojans. USC Trojans, number 23, facing number 13 LSU Tigers. USC went on to defeat the LSU Tigers 27-20. LSU was predicted to win the game, and favor turned towards USC in the second quarter and back and forth throughout the game. And it came down to the final 8 seconds with a touchdown run that put USC on top and sealed the victory. USC, number 23, over the number 13 LSU Tigers, 27-20. And there you have it, Notre Dame versus the opponents that Notre Dame will face and how they fared in week 1 of the 2024 season. And we are looking forward to some great matchups, some great talent, and we will see where the road leads. In week 1, Notre Dame opponents had 8 victories and 4 losses. In week 0, Georgia Tech defeated Florida State. So right now, Georgia Tech stands with 2 victories. Florida State stands with 2 losses. We look forward to seeing how the rest of this plays out. And don't forget to click that subscribe button and the notification button so that you'll know when we post these videos every week to keep you updated on the Notre Dame schedule. We'll see you next week.